Welcome back to Racetracks. Today we're taking you on a journey. How it started versus how it ended. We're comparing the flashiest lap times set in preseason testing with the ultimate championship winners over the years. You'll see that a stunning test lap, even when finished in record-breaking times, doesn't always lead to season success. We'll dive into examples from the past, look at 2024's testing and season outcome, and then check out the current status in 2025. Let's hit the track. Let's rewind to how it all started. In the early days of Formula One, there wasn't a separate preseason testing program. Instead, teams used practice sessions to learn the limits of their cars. Back then, data was scarce and much was left to instinct. As F1 evolved, dedicated testing sessions emerged. Today, teams run their new machines on track with very low fuel loads and special tire compounds to gather critical data. Drivers aim to finish their test laps as fast as possible, often finishing with times that seem unbeatable. For instance, a test lap might finish at 1 minute and 29.92 seconds under perfect conditions, but that time finished is only part of the story. Testing is like a dress rehearsal. Those record lap times, achieved under controlled conditions, show potential, but they don't reflect the endurance needed in a full race. What exactly makes a test lap so fast? Here are 3 key factors. Low fuel and special tires. In testing, cars run with very little fuel and on softer tire compounds. For example, during a test session, a driver might finish a lap in 1 minute and 29.92 seconds, a blazing time not achievable in a race when the car is fully loaded. Controlled conditions. Testing sessions are scheduled when weather is ideal. This controlled environment helps teams fine-tune their cars. The time finished on a lap during these sessions is often a best-case scenario. Focus on data, not strategy. The aim is to collect data. A driver might push for that one perfect lap, finishing at a record time, just to see how the car behaves at its limit. But that lap doesn't account for tire degradation, fuel consumption, or race strategy. In short, a fast test lap shows the car's potential under ideal conditions. It's a snapshot, not the full movie of race performance. Now let's compare history, how it started in testing versus how it ended in the championship. 2014. During preseason testing, several teams posted record times. Ferrari, for example, had impressive laps finished at times that looked unbeatable. But when the season began, it was Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton who dominated race after race, winning the title. 2015. Fast test laps were seen again, with some drivers finishing their laps in the low 1:30s. However, race success came from consistency and strategy. Ultimately, the championship was won by a driver who managed his race pace better than the flashiest test lap might suggest. 2016. An interesting year where the test lap leader for Mercedes went on to win the championship. Nico Rosberg's best lap time in testing was impressive, but it's worth noting that this is the exception rather than the rule. 2017 to 2023. In most of these seasons, the fastest lap in testing did not lead to the championship. Teams may finish a test lap in record times, for example, finishing at 1 minute and 29.92 seconds or 1 minute and 30.32 seconds. But the eventual title was claimed by drivers whose race day performances were more consistent and durable. These examples show that while test laps finished at record times are exciting, they're just one part of the equation. Consistency over 90 minutes, proper tire management, and smart race strategies win championships. Let's look at the 2024 season as a case study. During the preseason testing in Bahrain, Ferrari's Carlos Sainz stunned everyone by finishing a lap in 1 minute and 29.92 seconds, a time that lit up the headlines. It looked like Ferrari might be the team to beat. But when the races started, it was Max Verstappen and his Red Bull team who reigned supreme. Despite not always topping the test time sheets, Verstappen's consistent pace over the full race distance led him to win the championship. This example perfectly illustrates that while Ferrari started 2024 with a jaw-dropping lap finish, the championship ended with Verstappen's overall racecraft proving decisive. Remember, the conditions in testing are very different from race day. The record lap times achieved during testing are not always replicable when cars are heavy with fuel and the race strategy comes into play. Now, let's shift to 2025. The current testing sessions are underway, and we're seeing a range of competitive lap times. For instance, Ferrari's drivers are posting lap times finished in the low 1:30s, while Red Bull and Mercedes are fine-tuning their cars for long-run race performance. Just like in 2024, these testing sessions involve low fuel and special tires. A lap finished at, say, 1 minute and 30 seconds today is exciting, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. Teams are busy collecting data, adjusting setups, and ensuring their cars are reliable for a full race. In 2025, as in previous years, the fastest lap finished in testing doesn't automatically predict who will take the championship. What matters is how the car performs over a race distance, with all its challenges: tire wear, fuel management, and unexpected on-track events. Let's sum up our journey from how it started to how it ended. Testing is all about development. Cars run with low fuel and special tires to achieve fast finishing times, like Sainz's 1 minute and 29.92 seconds in 2024. But these times are under ideal conditions that don't match the demands of a full race. Historical trends tell the story. In most past seasons, the fastest lap in testing did not correlate with winning the championship. Consistency, strategy, and reliability over an entire race win titles. 2024 versus 2025. In 2024, Ferrari's dazzling test pace did not convert into a championship as Max Verstappen's race day performance prevailed. Early 2025 testing is promising, but remember, a fast lap finish is just the beginning. In conclusion, while those record-breaking, time-finish moments in testing are thrilling, the true championship is decided over the grueling distance of a race, where strategy, tire management, and consistent performance make all the difference. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into how it all started versus how it ended. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to Racetracks, and ring the bell for more motorsport insights. Drop a comment below and tell us which season's turnaround from testing to championship winner impressed you the most. See you on the track.